Nate, what's your analysis of the game last week, now that you've had film review and all?
I thought it was pretty good. I think that anytime you play Air Force, there's a lot of things that you got to get used to that are different than other offenses that you face. Once you go up under center, it's a different world with with the fullback hitting it downhill fast, offensive lineman coming out quick, and then the quarterback could keep it and attack you out on the perimeter. He can pitch it, or it could be a play action pass. All those things are difficult to defend. And then once you put a lot of different formations and motions and adjustments in there, it's even more so. So I tip of the hat to our kids. They worked hard. They studied hard. They were motivated, and they played all the way through to the end.
There's a lot of talk about how efficient, how dangerous North Texas is offensively. What are your thoughts about facing them?
I think that I think all that talk is right. They are good. I think the quarterback is he's got good skill set. He's got quick feet. He can pull it down and run with it. He can escape the pocket and look to throw the football down the field. Puts added pressure on DBs. Puts more pressure on your front. They got skilled receivers that can run by you in a heartbeat, and great quick change of direction. Quick guys with ball skills, and they can run the football. I think their schemes are ones that put you in conflict and make it difficult for your linebackers and your safeties and secondary guys. But there's been some teams that have overcome their offense and won ball games against them. So hopefully we'll have a good ball game. Get pressure on the quarterback, do a great job in coverage, and get the ball back for our offense.
So a key is really getting a lot of pressure on the QB to kind of disrupt them.
No, I didn't say that. I think pressure sometimes is key, not all the time, because the ball comes out so quick that if sometimes it's about being able to retrace with the offensive lineman on the screens. Sometimes it's about being able to get the extra guy in coverage, versus the quick game. And then sometimes when he's holding it, a little bit longer, that's when you got to get the pressure. So it just depends on which play call they have and the time of the game. Because if the ball's coming out in less than 2 seconds, then you generally don't get the pressure on the quarterback. It's better to play coverage. So hopefully we hit on the right timing as far as when we bring pressure and when we play coverage.
Nate, you guys had three picks the other day. Was it something that you guys were doing that kind of set that up, or was that just happened to be you had three individual great plays out there?
Number one, anytime you get an interception, I think it's a great play. I think that our kids, work their rear ends off to get in a position to make plays, and that starts during the week in practice. If I could say one thing, if you go back to, I guess this was my fifth time playing Air Force, and we've been able to get interceptions, often, against them, and I have great respect for their scheme and how they coach their guys. But I think Daryl Dixon, does a tremendous job for us and setting up our coverage and explaining to those guys in the secondary how to be where they're supposed to be at the right time. And I don't know that he gets enough credit for what he does, with our secondary. And then Danny Verpel has been a guy that has been around option football and not just option, but all sorts of schemes, and just does a tremendous job with those safeties. He's had a lot of turnover in the offseason and got his guys ready to go. Max is a returning safety for us that's done a good job. but Casey is a guy that had to switch. Casey Larkin had to switch positions, from the free safety to the strong safety position. And before that, he actually went to our nickel, our Apache deal, and then had to move back to strong safety. So getting those guys ready to play was, well, number one, it was a lot of fun, but it was very rewarding in getting those interceptions. So I think, I thought Casey did a great job on defending a third down pass. A flag was thrown. They called interference, but you know what? Those guys just bowed up and came back and got an interception off of it. Tremendous play, and again, you got to pat those guys on the back, because that was late in the ball game. They've been playing a lot and still pull it out after. After a call gives the other team a first down. So
Yeah, I was going
just
to ask you about that, but so we've got Elo and Jaden coming in. Can you offer a few words on the both of them and the kind of seasons they're having?
yeah, Elo is a tremendous edge rusher for us. Uh, you know he plays very, very hard in games, but the games aren't any harder than what he plays in practice. It's just a tremendous effort. Very explosive. He hasn't even touched his potential yet. He is just a tremendous football player for us. Even better character, even better person, and I can't say enough good things about him. And then Jaden is the same way. Jaden has stepped up and made big plays for us this season. And I think a lot of people were worried about what would we look like in the secondary with all the turnover. And Jaden's one of those guys that stepped in and has contributed to a defense and that has got some pretty good stats right now. So again, you go back to those coaches. I think Coach Dixon has done a great job with the corners, and Jaden's when his time is called, he answers. So really proud of him.
And lastly, I think I read somewhere, yep, there it is. Army, #1 scoring defense in the nation. How do you feel about that?
I think that's the most important statistic. I think that scoring defense is what if I could be #1 in a statistic, it would be scoring defense, because if we're holding them to a few points, then I know our offense is scoring enough for us to win. And again, I'd like to go back and give some credit to our offense as well. Because each time we stop them on a drive early in the game, they come back and they score and they put points on the board, and it's a little bit easier to call defenses when you're winning. So it's been pretty good. I guess the second thing would be I guess behind the scoring defense would be red zone defense, and that's again, if you're really good in the red zone, then and you play with a lot of confidence, then you can win a lot of football games. So those are the two things that I would most rather be #1 in the country in.
Appreciate the time, Nate.
Thank you.